Tony D and Little Joan, and this is a Screenwriter's Rant on God Save the Tuches, or Tuches, about a French family who goes to England and they're really obnoxious. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 16. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. All right, so this is in French, and it's a comedy, so it's a little tough to get all the jokes. But the joke clearly to me is this seems to be tailor-made for a UK audience because it makes fun of the French. It's an obnoxious French family that for some reason gets invited to an event with the king and queen, but they're kind of dopey and vulgar. And here they accidentally knock out the queen. They drive on the wrong side of the road. They have all sorts of crazy big personalities. So it is definitely by Jean-Paul Rouve. It is definitely a comedy movie. Very much so. And one of the guys is, this guy seems to be, he's the only smart one in the family. The rest are kind of dopey. It's coming soon. It looks good. I mean, it looks good. You know, it probably doesn't speak to me as an American because it's more about bashing the French. I know, Joan. Joan apparently not liking the French either. These are new pants, so be nice. And making them look very dopey. And the English, I think, would laugh at that because they kind of don't like the French. But I think also the French can laugh at themselves. So it's a very European movie, I think. One in which, European audiences, even English audiences, since they tend to be more bilingual, they're not going to mind the French language because they probably speak, if not fluently, a good amount of it because they're interacting with the French, pretty much on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So first act, for some reason this family gets an invite to see the king and queen. I don't know, maybe one of them's related somehow. And so they decide to go, and they're all wacky, and they've never been, I think they don't look like they've ever been out of France. So they're the equivalent of European country bumpkins. They only know French world. They go to England and where they're fish out of water. I talked about fish out of water in another recent video. This is a very common trope in many different screenplays, especially comedies. I use it in the Pineys. If you have a character that's new to something, it gives you an opportunity to explain things and also make jokes. So, in this case, the French don't know England, and they're doing all the wrong things. They're also doing the touristy things here. And then in the second act, I think the father knocks out the queen with a croquet ball. Then Scotland Yard is called in, and then maybe it's about who injured the queen and will they ever get home kind of thing. Kind of doesn't matter. It's a comedy. Eventually, it goes back to status quo, or maybe they learn a little bit of something, but the Tuches, will be the Tuches, or if that's what they're called, Tuches maybe. Or maybe they do stay in England for some reason. Maybe they realize that they're related to English royalty and now they're never leaving and they inherit a castle or something. The positives are that the characters go big, They're going very big. The father is very gregarious. The daughter with the thigh-high boots there, she's uh, outrageous the way she dresses, and dresses very loud, and the characters are very boisterous and that big personalities. And that's what you want in a comedy movie. You don't want low energy, you want high energy. You might start low, but you want to build across the movie until you get to a frantic ending where, oh my God, everything's happening. And then some kind of denouement, as they would say in French, and a resolution, and then maybe God Save the Tuches too. This time it's personal. So would I see it? I would probably see this. I would be interested in how the comedy in this works, even though it probably won't land for me as well as someone from Europe. I'm always interested in other cultures and how their movies work, so that's kind of a fascinating subgenre for me. So I would check it out. Let's read the write-up. The Tuches, or the Tuches, are enjoying life in Bonzoles, which I assume is in France. But when Jeff and Kathy's grandson Jill is selected for training camp with Arsenal, that's a soccer team, I know that. It's a dream opportunity for the whole family to head to Blighty and meet the royal family. And the royals have no idea of the lasting impression the Tuches are going to make in the land of hope and glory. All right, so that's the plot. And that's a very popular soccer team, if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal. They treat their sports teams very seriously over there in the UK, just like here. Only they're into soccer, or as they call it, football. So yeah, I would check it out. I think it would be fun. I mean, there ain't no damn comedies being made here. Might as well check one overseas, am I right? And that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. We'll see you. Happy New Year in the next one.